talking. Okay, so here's a scene from a previous world where we were all able to sit together in the same room and kind of work these things out. But unfortunately, life means that it probably that the convening of people in a visual assembly probably needs to look a bit more like this, which is familiar to all of us because this is all of us here. And that's the first thing that's needed in a visual assembly, is a group of people that can come together online and start to talk about how to reimagine our communities and our society. The other thing that we need is that we need public space, ideally a prominent public square with amazing sort of floor area. So here you can see the Zocalo in Mexico City, Zuccotti Park in New York, and Black Star Square in Accra in Ghana. Other squares are available. And what happens is the people that you can see down here, that's us, remember, in the Zoom meeting, we can start to discuss how we'd like to reimagine cities or societies, and how we can build things around the principles of care and kindness and things like that. And then what happens in the public square is we have people who are there with stencils and spray paint and chalk, really simple stuff, who can then reflect what we talk about on the floor of the square. So we might decide to build a city here that's got some kind of sort of town hall and a hospital and leisure activities and a library. How we can power things, how we provide entertainment and sort of social things, the planting, and how we grow food for ourselves and make the space sort of a pleasant and reimagined world to live in. And here you can see Nika and David in one of the early manifestations of this, where they were taking the decisions made by the online participants in the visual assembly and chalking and spraying that on the ground. And this is just around the corner from Portobello Road, where Nika and David used to live. And you can see, hopefully, on the floor we've got sort of various networks and speech bubbles and different kinds of elements that come through. And what we end up with after the visual assembly has happened is this amazing sort of piece of sort of autonomous, unexpected public art that's left on the floor of these public spaces, as a kind of a marker of the things that we've been talking about. And that's something that can pop up all over the world. And on the right hand side here, if it's a bit difficult to read, but we can leave messages for people. And this one says community gardens instead of car parks. And that's the kind of public sort of interaction that we get from the visual assembly. So hopefully those few sort of slides give a really quick sort of impression of how a visual assembly might manifest, and the kind of the legacy, even if it's a short-term legacy that leaves.